Okay everyone, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to ROWRAH. I've never been here before, so I want to slowly get a grip of the track and figure out what to do. So that's the Haviland because that's awesome behind us. My brakes feel a bit wonky at the moment. You know what, so far this has been pretty good fun. Right, I've got no idea what happens here. Oh, it's a big hairpin. And then we go straight into a chicane. Now what's going to go here? Oh, this is a fast right-hander. Now this one back over to the right. Swing it in. Okay, I see why people like this track. This is really good fun. Okay, there's the actual pit lane. No one else behind, so wow, you really have to send it over these curves. Whoa! But it's so bumpy as soon as you get off the tarmac. Okay, I'm struggling firing it out the hairpin, but honestly, at this point, there is absolutely no reason to like panic and try to figure out what I'm doing because I just need to learn the circuit. Right, this is the fast right, and then we're going to pull it over to the right for the hairpin, a little bit sideways. Okay, so that left's a lot quicker than I initially anticipated. What about this? Talk about a final corner. Wow! This track is glorious! Whoa! Yeah, if you carry too much speed into the left, you're going straight into that tyre stack. Right, we can get the power quite early here, because you've got so much tarmac, but I need to be getting on the power even earlier. I don't know if that's good to go all the way out wide there. I've got no idea what the right line is through there, but and then once you get through it, it's fine. But you can get fully flat. Oh, bit sideways. So we're starting to take that left a bit faster, but we can still go even faster through there. Okay. I'm just not realising how tight that corner is. Well, we're getting caught hand over fist, but that's fine. I mean, it's going to take us a while to learn the track right, so there's no point putting excessive pressure on ourselves. I'll let Mr. Ryan come through. There's a terrible place to let him through, but I felt like I messed up the corner, and I thought it was going to be closer to me than that. Okay, that was better. Yeah, this track is fun. Oh, boys. Okay, that's much better. Man, the rear just wants to step out on me. The rear's like really loose, but it's loose on the braking, which is not something I've really experienced before, but it's so unstable. As I get on the brakes. Well, I mean, this is definitely my best lap so far. Definitely don't want to go all the way out there. Okay, that's, whoa! This track is something. forget this track's name. Is it Martin? I think it's Martin. Big place in the 85. We'll eventually figure out how to drive this track. Okay, don't want to hit that curb. That's definitely too much of a get lost curb. Whoa, too much. Still learning the track. Just got to remember where I need to brake. So we're not getting gapped by the 58, which is good. Alright guys, welcome back. So we just had Ryan Cannon overtake us and now Aaron Alexander. So I figured this is going to be the perfect time to start getting a feel of what to do. The turning that they get through there, my god. They're going like half a second nearly on me. Wow, the commitment you need at this track. Well, let's try to put in a few laps. So we're getting a bit of time through one. So I just let the car all the way out though. I think I was holding it a bit too tight before. On the power as early as you dare. I don't feel like I'm losing that much time through the first sector, but it's here where they just go out really wide and they just fire it through so nicely. I think that time was a bit better, and you can see on the delta that I'm improving. I'm struggling through that corner. Oh no, Aaron's in the bit. He was scared of me, that's what it was. He knew I was going to get him. 53.4, much better. I don't know how much of that curve through the left you can actually take on the brakes. Power all the way out. Nice. Get it turned, power it through. I'm about the same pace as Folksy, I think.
Okay, so, well, I'm going to do a little bit of post-comp. So this was a bit later into the session when I let Jake Richardson through. Let's be honest, he was going to get past anyway. But it was a really fun day at ROWRAH of testing. It took me a long time to get used to the track. And, I mean, these video clips are all just from my first 40-minute session. I didn't even know the track layout before I jumped onto the circuit. So it took me a while, and I'm not really including any footage because I didn't really record much dry footage after this, but the pace definitely got better. You know, I can make some excuses, old tyres and this, but I think everyone was kind of on old rubber. But it was just really fun, and to be fair, the pace was okay. It was only essentially 3 carts that overtook me, which was the 85, the 7, the 8, oh, and the 43 as well. But I think by the end of this session we were probably the 4th or 5th quickest out on circuit. It's just that the quickest 3 were very, very fast. So I'll just run through essentially just a few bits about this circuit before I just let you enjoy some engine sounds without much. This corner was so tricky, and I still don't know the right way to take it, whether you want to hold it out wide or just be really aggressive and fire it towards the apex. This was lovely. You kind of take that first curve, hold it to the right, but then the left was so difficult because you had to carry so much speed, so much commitment into the left, knowing that the cart wouldn't go out too wide. That final corner, I like to take it quite smoothly, but I think again this is a bit of a just send it kind of circuit. Maybe you want to be a bit more sideways. This first chicane was lovely. ROWRAH was just a track where you just need so much commitment everywhere. Possibly with the exception of hairpin 2, a hairpin 1 you still need a bit of commitment. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't really know how to describe this circuit. It's just, I guess you just have to send it really, really hard everywhere and have full faith that your cart's not going to run out wide. And in the wet, it was even more like that, where you're just running on the ragged edge. You had to have so much kind of mental concentration. But I think at the end of the session, like at this point in this session, I was starting to put in some more consistent laps, and while they weren't, you know, rapid laps, I think they were fairly decent laps, give or take. I mean, you can see Jake, he's just absolutely flying past me, but I think he grew up racing here at ROWRAH, actually, so that's going to be my excuse. He's got about 1 million more hours at this circuit than I do. Okay, maybe not 1 million, maybe a couple of 100 hours more at this circuit than, yeah, a couple of 100. If you go up racing out to a track, you put in quite a few hours. So that's my kind of excuse. I can't wait to kind of return to ROWRAH next year, now having had a few laps at the circuit. Maybe I'll make a feature in the Milky Serial A to Z, who knows. But no, it was just a really good circuit, and very, very fun to drive. It's a shame that the race video will be coming out hopefully next week, but maybe weekend after next. And yeah, it was raining all day, so as I completely missed the apex through one. But yeah, it was raining all day in the race, so we couldn't really enjoy any dry weather running, and I hate the wet. So I was even slower than I was in the dries. I have a little look behind me, and you can see that's the A, that's Alfie Briggs, who actually overtook me early in the session, then clearly pitted, then made a setup change or something, and he's gone back out. As I keep trying to give all of you viewers a little crotch shot, as I look down, that's probably me putting my head down thinking I'm going to go faster. Does it work? Who knows? It is a pretty big straight, but then again, we are in a quarry, so I don't know if there will be that much wind. I guess there won't be that much wind, even if on the audio it sounds like it is hella windy. But I think on this day, this was the Thursday of the weekend of racing, and yeah, it was quite a nice day, to be fair. It was very nice on the Sunday as well, but unfortunately our race was on the Saturday because ROWRAH is in the Lake District, so yeah, as a result, we just what's the word for it? The organisers get the race done on Saturday, so everyone can get home without having to miss work on the Monday. But yeah, so I hope you guys have kind of enjoyed this video. Again, these are just, you know, the standard, what do you call it, testing sessions. Hopefully you can find it a little bit useful. I haven't really spoken much about how to drive the circuit because, well, I don't really know. I know through that right-hander you want to ride the curve, through that left you want to send it early, miss the apex curve, and then use all of the track. Here, nice and late on the brakes. I think I got that apex really nicely that time round, so I think that's a good start, although there's a bit of a shake of the head. Going into this right, brake early, because otherwise you're going to miss the first apex, and then you compromise your run through the rest of the chicane like I have done. And now I'm going to put Alfie Briggs through, and I'm going to go quiet because I thought I put in some decent laps here behind Alfie, even if he did obviously gap me. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.